Hey guys, so there is 17 more days until my flight home. So I that's not why I'm making a video. I just fun fact. So things that have happened since the last time I made a video. Oh, and by the way, all of the videos are mine on the post. Like there's 2 or 3 from Sammy, but come on guys, you gotta pick up the pace here, do something. Stop being lame. So anyway, the things that have happened since I last done a video. I went to the Festival of Colors, which was super cool. There were like trillions of people there. I'll try and embed a video or something in here so you can see it. But it was so cool because it's almost like a concert type thing. They had like a little thing, and then there was someone, but it wasn't like concert music. It was like talking about peace and love and that kind of stuff. But anyway, so there's like these hordes of people, and every hour they did a color throw. They'd go like 3, 2, 1, and before it they were like, guys, don't breathe this because you could die. Not like die, but they're like, it's just cornstarch, but you're not really supposed to breathe cornstarch, so don't breathe this. So you're like, well, duh. They're like, so before we say 3, take a deep breath and don't breathe until it's all gone. Would you like, that's cool, whatever. And I was holding someone piggyback ride with someone, and like we were throwing it, so it's like 3, 2, 1, and like you throw it and it's all this color, and then you think it's gone. So like you hold your breath and you're like, and then it just turns like brown because all the colors mixed together, and then you're there for like 3 minutes with this like haze of colored cornstarch. So anyway, for like a week after that, I was like hacking cornstarch out of my lungs, but it was worth it. It was so worth it. It was super fun. What else happened? I got a fancy certificate that says that I'm smart. See, look, it's even got a shiny gold thing. So that happened. Not much else. It's raining. So, but it's warm outside. It's super warm. Am I getting a tan? Can you see if that's, I'm tanner than I was over winter, but I'm like, is that a tan or am I just not white? But anyway, I'm working on it. I was gonna hang outside today, but it's raining and that's not really very fun. So, there's that. And I don't know what else has happened. Not much. For like the past semester, I've been in this whole like state of crisis, not existential, I don't know. I've just been like, is this really what I want to do? Which is probably really dumb because like I decided I wanted to go to school for art, and then I went to school for art, and I'm in the program. Like I did all this stressing about getting in the program, and now that I'm in the program, I was like, crap, is this my life? Like what is life? Am I good enough? You know, that kind of stuff. So, and I think the past couple of weeks, because we have this one class, and it's new genre, but he had this whole rant about how it shouldn't be called new genre, but I forget why. But it's like installation and sound and video and all those weird types of art that nobody really understands. But like after taking this class, I totally respect it. And I feel like we had a lot of projects this week that were kind of about that, and it was interesting because it wasn't about like being an artist in general. It was about like letting people know like who you actually like, not pretending to be happy if everything does that make sense? I feel like it doesn't. It's like all those little things on the inside that you never really share, but you could, I guess. I kind of forgot where I was going with this, but so anyway, I was thinking about that, and I think that that's kind of part of this. That's kind of part of what I'm trying to do here, is get myself out there and actually tell people what I'm thinking. And it was really interesting because we had that piece, and it was one of my friends, and she had 1,000 words, and it was almost like, what's it called when you just write something, I don't remember, like stream of consciousness. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like just when you write like whatever comes to your mind, but it wasn't like that. It was like about her. So it was like everything that came to her mind, like about her personal life that she hasn't really told anyone. And it was 1,000 words of this, and then it was hung up, I don't remember how many pieces of paper, but it was hung up on paper, and the ink was like this super light gray so that you could barely read it unless you were like, well, my hand's distance from the camera super close to it. So like it was all there, but then it wasn't, like you couldn't read it. So anyway, I was thinking about that, and then I did a piece, and it was kind of about how I can't deal with conflict, and like there was like that side that like I can't be up front and be like, hey, you're being dumb, fix this. But then there's like the other half that was like, I can't do that because I can see why people act the way they act. So it was, anyway, and I wrote it about a real person right now that I'm kind of annoyed with. And it was super interesting because in the critique he was like, well, didn't you think to like, because I didn't even realize they were like, so is this a real person? And I was like, of course it's a real person. And they were like, didn't you think to like make it not a real person? Like you used her real name in there. And I was like, that is true. And my teacher was like, well, do you think you would do one where like it wasn't real? And it kind of was eye-opening to me because I realized that I wouldn't, because I don't want to make work that that's not real. So I think what I'm trying to say here is that I realized that through artwork, like through the stuff that I make, that I put a little piece of myself in it. And like it sounds dumb, but then it's also like duh, everyone does that. But then if you really think about it, like a lot of the work that I've been making has been like, this looks fun, like this looks like a challenge, like I'll do that. And I think a lot more this semester I've been trying to figure out things that I've been struggling with or things that I've been thinking about and then making work about it. And it's interesting because I feel like more of an artist now. Like I feel like I understand things and things make more sense to me. So that was my little bit of personal revelation that I'm putting on that I'm putting on the internet for all of you to hear. So I don't know what else, but I will see you guys. Well, I guess if anyone that's in Utah is watching this, I won't, but I'm pretty sure it's mainly just people back home that watch this. So I will see you in 17 days, although probably not 17 because that's when I'm getting home, and I'm getting home at like 5. So, but 5 still isn't that bad. I'll probably just sleep. And then we're going to a concert the next day, so probably for a lot more than 17 days, but that's when I'm going to be in New York, if that made any sense. And I'm just rambling now. So, have a good day, and I love you, and don't die.